Inside your dorm room, you slept fulfilly. Blankets twirled around your form with each toss and turn. Thunder rumbles softly in the distance. Bright flashings of light illuminate your dark room as the summer storm slowly approaches. You awake with a start, sitting up straight in your bed, clenching the sheets in your hand. You have panicked breaths into your lungs. Shifting your gaze, the alarm clock warningly. It reads 2:47 a.m. Fuck, you breathe out shakily. Still reeling from the nightmare, you backed yourself into the corner of your bed, tilting your head back against the wall. A cold breeze gently swifts in through the window, smelling the incoming rain. It increases your face as you wrap your arms around your knees, pulling them in lightly. Taking the hem of your oversized shirt, you wipe the sweat from your forehead, glaring into the darkness. I can't deal with this shit anymore. I feel like I'm going to lose it. Your eyes burn and your throat tightens as you recall past trauma unwillingly, things you'd rather forget. These issues worn themselves into dreams, taunting and searing at you. Glancing at your phone, you reach a tremulous hand over the messy stirring sheets and unplug it from its charger. As the screen is turned to face you, it lights up, showing various texts from your friends. Your phone background is a photo of you and Shinsou. In your arms, it wrapped around his shoulders, pinching his cheek while the other arm is stretched out, taking the photo. Shinsou's hand peeks out above your head, making the bunny ears motion while his other hand flips off the camera. You have a huge dorky grin on your face, which contrasts Shinsou's deadpanning. It's one of your favorite photos of each other. You guys spent the entire day together, hanging out at a cat cafe and then going to the beach. Scrolling through the notifications, your phone screen illuminates your wary eyes, lightening the dark bags and tears, lingering them. 2:50, Friday, June, time. Pika Pika. Yo, Yin, you still on for seeing that movie tomorrow with Kiri, Shinsou, and I? Jiro. Hey, Yin, I made another Spotify playlist for you. Tell me when you check it out. I love one you made. Hitoshi. Yin, what the hell kind of cursed cat is this? Please send more, lol. The only text you focused on is the one from Shinsou. You guys are very close. Have been since you met him at the beginning of the year. You'd be lying, though, if you said that you didn't fall for him. It was so early. Fuck. You knew you were a goner as soon as you met him. It didn't help. But that he was so intently beautiful, inside and out. Since you guys became friends, you've built up a confidence about his quirk and strength. Though your intent bothering, you've convinced Shinsou that no matter what others say, he's going to become an amazing hero. You don't know it, but he credits you for saving his life. Should I call him? I don't want to bother him so late, but he'd also be mad if he found out I was upset like this and didn't go to him. I just don't want to be alone right now. I can't be alone right now. You open his contacts hesitantly, unsure of what to do. You wipe your teary eyes, deciding to go through it. You press the call button, shakily sucking in your breath. You wait for Shinsou to answer, praying that he'll answer. It rings only twice before he picks up. Yin? Hey, what's going on? I thought you were already asleep. He says, mumbling into the phone sleepily. Attempting to steady your voice, you say, I'm sorry, Hitoshi. I had a nightmare. I just don't feel okay right now. Your voice cracks a bit, embarrassing you. Shinsou immediately notices something is wrong, quickly sits up in his bed. Hey, it's okay, he says softly, concern lacing his words. Do you need to come over? You can stay with me for the night. Hot tears bubble over your eyes and slide down your cheeks at his words. Okay, yeah, I just don't want to be alone. I'm so sorry. Yin, don't ever apologize, okay? I'm really glad that you called me. I'll be waiting outside for you, okay? Be careful in the dark. Okay, I'll be there soon. You hung up, stumbling from your bed while sliding your phone into the waistband. Hurriedly picking up your way through the dark room, you made it to the door. You quietly opened it and slipped out of your room in nothing but your socks, sweatpants, and baggy t-shirt. Making your way through the dark halls of the dorms, you're careful not to make a sound, since Shinsou is currently in Class 1B's. He's in the neighboring building. After a few moments, you successfully made it out of the front door, without alerting anyone of your missing presence. Closing it slightly behind you, you don't even bother putting shoes on, as you started sprinting towards Shinsou's dorm building, desperately needing to be in his safe and snuggly arms. Wind from the incoming storm blows up against your frame, while lightning headlines your features, showing the tears streaming hotly down your face. You're able to make out Shinsou standing at the bottom of the stairs in front of his dorm. You sob in relief seeing him there waiting for you. Hearing you, Shinsou quickly turns his head and sees you running towards him. He instantly launches into a sprint to meet you halfway. Reaching him, you collapse into his grasp, weeping while burying your face into his chest. Shinsou immediately wraps his arms around you, holding you close against him while murmuring your name. Yin, it's okay. You're safe, I promise. Repeating those words gently over and over, Shinsou rests his chin on top of your head, his fingers lightly brushing against your neck and through your hair, tenderly working out the tangles. After a few minutes, you relax in his arms. Stopping your crying, you release your tight grip on his waist so you can wipe your cheeks dry, not looking up. You left a large wet spot on his shirt from your tears to your humiliation. It breaks Shinsou's heart to see you like this, from something he can't protect you from. He was always felt the need to keep you safe from harm, to make sure you're okay, similar to how you have for him. The wind grows more powerful, pressing your figure up against Shinsou's. The thunder booms again, getting louder with each passing moment. We should go back in my room before it starts raining, Shinsou says, his chin still resting gently on the top of your head. Okay, you mutter into his chest. Shinsou glances down at your feet, seeing you only have socks on. He always nags you to wear shoes when you go outside. You rarely remember, though. He always tries to care for you like that. You're even jokingly called him Mom before. Let me carry you inside since you don't have shoes on. I don't want you to step on something and risk hurting yourself, Shinsou says while petting through your hair. Okay, you say again, still not wanting to let him see your face. Your eyes and nose are puffy red, and Shinsou turns around and lets you climb into his back like for a piggyback ride. You adjust to being on him while he gently grips your thighs, making sure you're stable. You wrap your arms around his neck and press your face into his shoulder. As Shinsou walks towards his dorm and up the stairs, carrying you effortlessly, shifting so he can open the door, he silently walks in and closes the door behind him, while sliding off his shoes as he moves through the dark hall, taking you to his room. You watch the lightning through the windows, trying not to dwell on your nightmare. Reaching his door, Shinsou repeats the process of opening it and closing it. Once you already are both inside safely, you slid off of his back and into a standing position on the floor. Glancing around his dark room, it's the same as always, a bit messy but cozy with books and posters lining the walls. Even a few pictures of you guys together were posted around his room, making you immediately happy. His window has opened as well, letting the cold breeze circulate through the room. Turning to face you, Shinsou stretches his arms out. You once again encircle your arms around his waist and bury your face into his chest. Shinsou immediately lops his arms around you, clasping his hands together along your lower back, hiding the blush on your face. You ask quietly, "Hitoshi, is it okay if I sleep with you tonight?" Shinsou gazes down at you, watching as you hide your face in his chest. Normally, you were always so bold and outspoken, so this was quite the contrast. He smiled, huffing a breathy laugh before replying, "Is that even a question? Of course you can. Besides, we've shared a bed before." It was true. You guys have snuck into each other's dorms before for sleepovers and late-night anime or video game binging. During those times, you both shared the bed. Sometimes you cuddled too, but you guys never thought too much about it. Even so, Shinsou saying yes makes you immediately happy. Honestly, any time you spent with him made you feel like you were in the clouds. Okay, Hitoshi, then I demand cuddling. You're not allowed to say no either, you assert, grinning against Shinsou's warm chest. Shinsou hums a bit before replying, "When have I ever been one to turn down your extraordinary cuddles?" He kisses your forehead, smiling at the way your grip tightens on his waist. Shinsou lets go of you long enough to arrange the lump pillows on his bed. As he places all of them in the corners up against the wall, it begins to rain heavy. You pad over his window and close it so that only the shiver of it is open. You both like sleeping with the window open, but you also don't want any rain getting inside. As Shinsou finishes, he gets into bed, leaning up against the plush pillows. You wordly follow, climbing into his lap, each leg on the other side of his waist, as he envelops you in his warm embrace. Nestling your face in his neck, you encircle your arms around his chest, breathing in his scent. Shinsou always smells so good, like cotton and lavender. It's one of your favorite things about him. Tracing his fingers lightly down your neck, Shinsou asks teasingly, "Are you ever going to let me see your face, or will you keep hiding from me?" You huffed against him before pouting tiredly, "My eyes are puffy. I look absolutely terrible." This insolent of a grumble of protest from him. Shinsou breathes ticklish your ears as he declares, "So what? You're always so beautiful, even with puffy eyes. Come on, Yan. Let me look at you." Shinsou brushes your hair from your forehead, his thumb caressing your cheek lightly. He then moves his hand down to gently cup your chin, pulling your head up and away from his chest to look at him. You tenderly meet his stare, your heart skipping a beat. His engrossed purple eyes gazed into your eye-colored ones, refusing to let you go. Fuck, this boy is going to be the death of me. He's so beautiful and perfect. You think desperately, you're really done for now. Still holding your chin, Shinsou whispers to you, barely audible over the heavy rain and thunder, "You're absolutely exquisite, Yin. Don't you ever feel otherwise, okay?" The way he whispers this makes you feel breathless. Your cheeks and ears turn bright crimson from the motives. Well, how the turntables. You think speechlessly to yourself. Normally you're the one who flatters him. You've even lovingly labeled yourself King of the Synths. Since one day you've recklessly flirted with Shinsou, shamelessly even, so him saying this makes you off guard for a second. Recovering from the butterflies in directing statement you smoothly partied with. Says you, Hitoshi Shinsou, "I think you're flawless and probably the greatest thing I've ever seen." As you say this, your breath fans up against his. Shinsou having tilted your even face closer to his. Shinsou grins down as you effortlessly turn your insides into mush. He stares in captivity. You won't look away. "Is that so?" Yin? He asks coyly, your face still growing closer together. This is dangerous game, you think, and you worshipped it, lived for it. Humming a bit, you quirk an eyebrow up and say smoothly, did I stutter, Hitoshi? Shinsou wordlessly continues to look at you with those stunning purple eyes of his, like he's trying to memorize every line of your face. Thunder roars outside while the rain harshly splashes against the building. You're both too caught up in each other to hear it, though. Fuck it, you say brusquely and lean up, closing the distance between you two and pressing your lips up against his. Closing your eyes, you kiss Hitoshi, melting in his grip. Your hands waft up into his silky purple treads, tangling your fingers in his hair gently as you kiss him. Over and over, you feel like you're drunk off him. His lips taste like vanilla. It's bliss. Shinsou's heartbeat quickens as you smile against his lips. His hand drifts up to cup your smooth cheek as he deepens the kiss. He could get lost in you, he thinks, lost in everything about you. Shinsou murmurs your name against your lips, saying, Ian, do you realize the effect you have on me? I've wanted to kiss you like this since I've met you. Everything about you drives me utterly insane. Your heart skips another beat. Dienshing from your soft lips, you open your eyes widened, beaming up at his delight features before exclaiming, holy shit, what? Really? Hitoshi, I've fallen for you. Ridiculously hard to be honest, and I've always just never thought you felt the same. Shinsou answers you, cheerfully smile, saying, Yin, I know you were dense, but I didn't realize you were this bad. Of course I feel the same. Everyone knows it even, except for you apparently. He rolls his eyes while saying this, circles his arms around you tightly. You stick your tongue out at Shinsou, trying to hold back your giggle. He only smirks down at you before leaning down for another kiss. Shinsou's arms press against your waist, pushing you closer into him, while you grab both sides of his face. And intensifying the kiss, you both stay like this for a while, before parting. Panting slightly, there's a thin sieve of saliva on each other's lips, which makes you blush. So, Yin, can I be your boyfriend? Even if you're mine now anyways? Shinsou asks smugly, flicking the tip of your nose. You laugh out, beaming up at him dorkily while saying, I'm the one who gets to claim you, Hitoshi. You're mine, got it. And of course I'll date you. You playfully nip the bottom lip after declaring that, feeling overjoyed, your nightmares completely forgotten about now. I love your huge goofy smile, Yin. It's so adorable. Shinsou says warmingly while shaking his hand up to hold the side of your face lovingly. You close your eyes contently and lean into his soft hand. You turn your face to the side and hold the back of his hand so you can kiss his palm before saying sleepily, thank you, Shinsou. I feel so much better. You're my everything. After saying this, you encircle your arms around Shinsou's chest and nuzzle your head against his neck, giving him one more kiss on his throat, with a satisfied look displayed across your features. Shinsou watches you relax against him, unable to stop smiling. You're so adorable, Yin. What am I going to do with you? You remind me of, a cat. Maybe I should start calling you Kitty Cat. Would you like that? I think I would like that very much, Hitoshi. You say gradually, unable to keep your eyes open, already drifting into a deep sleep, and tranquil at that. Shinsou only grins down at your serene features before taking one of his hands and tenderly brushing it through your hair. Just how you liked it, leaning his head back sleepily. He plays with your hair while using his other thumb to gently caress your back, making sure you are completely comfortable in his grasp. Listening to the rain and your ever-breathing, Shinsou falls asleep as well, content to have you in his arms.